Hello, this is Dr. Leonard McGill from EnergySexuality.com and the Energy Sexuality Insider YouTube channel. And I want you to imagine that this is your partner's G-spot. Actually, her G-spot is very much like a sponge. It fills up with fluid as it's stroked, and after a while you can actually train it so that it becomes a much more juicy part of your woman's anatomy, but it does take training. Now, if you're wondering why we would have to train a G-spot, why it's not already trained, here's the reason. The G-spot sits on top, in the top of the vagina, okay, in the upper roof of the vagina. And so as a woman is having intercourse, usually the penis is sliding right by it and not stimulating it much at all. And so it probably, you know, if you're with a woman that has never actually had the G-spot trained with fingers, she may have been going for years and years and years with penises going in and out of her vagina with really not much G-spot stimulation at all. And so what we need to do is we need to train that G-spot to get it juicier. It actually is a sponge, and it does respond to training, getting juicier and wetter as time goes by. It usually takes anywhere from 1 to 3 months to really get the G-spot in optimal condition through training like this. So many times when we first start out with a partner, her G-spot is like this. It's not this dry, obviously, but it's not juicy either. And our goal is to work with it so that it performs better for her, to give her more pleasure, more juiciness, and overall a much better sexual experience. We want to start to work with the G-spot with our fingers to massage it like this, and the G-spot responds mostly to pressure versus vibration. So the use of your fingers is actually much better than the use of, like, for example, a vibrating dildo. And so over time, what's going to happen as you continue to stroke the G-spot, it's going to get juicier and juicier and juicier. So it might start out like this, but after just a little bit, it's going to be more like this. It's going to be able to hold more fluid. The little tubules in there that fill up with female ejaculate during a G-spot massage will start to grow and expand and be able to handle more fluid as you continue to work. So this might be 2 or 3 weeks into training the woman's G-spot 2 or 3 times a week, and it's going to start to be able to hold more fluid and get juicier for you. And then after a month or two, it may be like this. So when you start to massage the G-spot, it really starts to fill up with fluid very easily. The woman is really enjoying herself now. But if this never had happened, if you never took the time to train the G-spot with your fingers, then it would remain a relatively dried up G-spot. So again, the idea is to train the G-spot so it becomes juicier and juicier over time. Eventually, when you train it enough, then you start to have squirting G-spot orgasms. But women shouldn't be discouraged if at first their G-spots really don't respond all that well to manual pressure. It does take training for a lot of women. And as a man, you're the one to do it. Okay, so this is your job, to train your woman's G-spot so it becomes nice and juicy and gives her the utmost pleasure and you the utmost pleasure as well. Now, if you'd like to know how to train a G-spot, go over to the program notes underneath the video and click on the link to get your free copy of the Vaginal Massage Playbook, which is a complete guide to massaging a vagina, and you can use the strokes included in there to train your partner's G-spot over time. It's worth it. She'll love it. She'll love you for it, and I look forward to hearing all about how the training is going. Until next time, this is Dr. Leonard McGill.